you said, job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Lion.
Gun, Wentz going for the deep ball. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there, 79 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Please.
On play action, it's Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Gun! Detroit!
They'll drop the throw. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Run it down with comfort. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll toss it to Breida. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's letting this one. He's got him in. Complete. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Will Fuller, 98 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call. Even more credit for how they executed it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he's able to put it through. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Gun! Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They begin the drive with Pumphrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly,
that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Please 5-7. 81, 81. Ron.
Wentz. He hits his target, left side, Watson. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ron.
Wentz now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, and now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Throwing on first is Wentz. His throw incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Great. Black, come on.
Again, it's Wentz. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Will tie his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Motion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Gun!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Trying to lay one up deep, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, some strong running. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Spencer Ware, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. With Pumphrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Sunday.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now it's Breida looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 16 and give them a first down as well.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They get it to him running left. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile. He stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. They'll run it now out of the gun. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants will get it now at the 20. New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Detroit! 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 right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's third down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll look to throw here. He finds his target, Fuller. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Alec Ogletree. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Set! Green!
Right back to him on first down. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They'll run now with Ware. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On first down, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what?
And he's going to go down again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. He'll look to throw. And he fends him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Charles Harris in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Wentz now on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 32 that time. They'll look to throw here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. They went right back to him there, figuring one big play deserves another. You think maybe he called for it and said, hey, give me the ball again?
I think a lot of people operate under the whole idea of if they haven't stopped it, go until they do. You go right back at a guy because maybe his confidence might not be as high. In this case, he responded well.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Got some real estate inside the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Come on now, come on now, let's go. Black, black. Black, black.
Wentz now on first down. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much? And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Melvin Ingram able to drop him for a loss of 4.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Lion.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. That'll go as a loss of 5. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, and it's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas,